Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? I am Aaron Jones and this is my girlfriend Mara, and for the month of January we are going to be doing a zero waste challenge. She saw my videos on the 300 push-ups and the ice cold shower challenge. She works at REI and is very passionate about the environment, wanted to introduce this challenge to me. So she challenges me for the month of January to go zero waste, and we're going to be filming that for the month. And I'm all new to this, so she's gonna take it away and teach me.
Okay, so basically, zero waste lifestyle means that you redesign your daily routines so you minimize the waste that goes into landfills and you maximize all the products that are reused and recycled in your life. And the big no-no is plastic, because it doesn't break down and it just stays around forever. Like, all the plastic you've ever used is still out there somewhere, which is kind of creepy to think about. So basically, the materials that we're going to be aiming to use is organic cotton, stainless steel, wood, and glass. So no plastic in there. We're going to try to cut that down to as little as possible. And obviously we might have some slip-ups here and there. So we're going to try to do minimal waste instead of just zero waste, because, you know, we're college students and that's really hard to do, like, just cold turkey.
I'm really bad about my use of plastic. When I go to the grocery store, I get the plastic bags. I don't bring the reusable bags. And we legitimately have a trash bag full of just plastic bags at my college house. I just didn't even realize how mindless I was with all of my plastic. She introduced this to me like 2 weeks ago, and I have a plastic toothbrush that is in a plastic Ziploc bag that I kind of throw out when it gets dirty and get another plastic bag, and then I keep doing that. And I have my soap bar in a Ziploc bag. I use a lot of plastic bottles because for me it was cheap to just buy plastic water bottles and use that and throw it away, rather than getting a stainless steel bottle and filling that up with tap water. Soap bars and deodorants, toothpaste, toothbrush, the things you use on a daily basis, if you switch those products out to newer, more sustainable products, it's such an easy switch and transition that I'm trying to get used to for the month of January, and hopefully I get used to that to where I can carry that outside the challenge.
So what we're doing, like, this month is going to be a little bit more extreme than what you can do as an everyday option, just because we're going to try it out the most extreme way and then see how we can adapt our lifestyles to fit us, just because, you know, it's not that easy to do what we're doing. Switches that we're doing are our toothbrushes, which are plastic. We're going to switch out for bamboo brushes, which is like biodegradable and like a lot, I don't know, just a lot easier, recyclable. And like, obviously the brush, like the bristles you have to cut out and throw away, but that's the only thing on there. There's not really a better option. And then deodorant, we're doing the deodorant bars, so they don't have any plastic packaging. They're just like a bar, and once it's gone, it's just gone.
I use the Dove Men like deodorant stick, and I've gone through so many deodorant sticks and they all have sucked and just itched my armpit. But so then I found the Dove Men soap, or the Dove Men deodorant, and it worked really well. So I really hated giving that up for the deodorant stick, but I've used it a couple times and it's not bad. So I have this plastic waste bin in my room that I take out probably 3 times a week. So over the course of a month, that is 12 times taking out a plastic bag filled with mostly plastic wrappings or Gatorade bottles. We're trying to limit our waste completely to
a mason jar,
right?
for a month, which is kind of generous for like each of us, because I know I've watched a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of people keep their waste down to like this one little mason jar for like years. But like, if you think about it, our trash output is probably huge. As college students, we just like eat out, throw everything away, and then don't even think about it. We're gonna have this little jar with all our trash in it, and we get to see it every day and see how it amounts to the end of the month. So
do you have the jar with you, or is it?
I can go get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the jar. that we're gonna use for our trash in 1 month.
So you get one for 1 month and I get one for my 1 month?
Yeah, and the goal is to not fill it up all the way, to minimize it completely. This is just a limit, but we're gonna try to not reach it. Or like if you go to the grocery store and there's a produce sticker on something that you buy, that goes in here. Anything plastic that you can't recycle, for example, like the little, on a plastic bottle, if you get like a milk bottle and the little like plastic ring around it, you can't recycle that, so that would go in here. Or like really thin plastic, that would go in here.
In my house, I'm not allowed to go to the trash can and throw anything on the trash can.
No, you're supposed to keep track of everything that you throw away. The whole point of this is to see what we're throwing away at the end of the month. Food waste, we're gonna do composting, which is like most food waste, but like bones.
Okay.
Like if you eat ribs, like the bone would have to go in here.
So what is composting?
Composting is basically like putting all your organic or waste or like food scraps, grass clippings, leaves, stuff like that, go into this like big bin, and it goes in there to decay and become soil again. So we can either do that ourselves, or there's also, I've done some research and there's someone locally that we can take it to, and they do it for another like school garden, which is pretty cool, and they take it once a week, so that's like perfect. We just have to collect it all, put it somewhere where it's not going to smell, like outside by the dumpster or something, and then take it once a week. Shopping, like actually buying food, we're going to start buying in bulk. So basically you like weigh your jars before you go in. You take a mason jar or like a canvas bag. You weigh your jars before you go in, like the tare weight, and like put it on the top, and then you fill up the stuff in the bulk section. Like say you want pasta or like rice or something, you put it in here, and then you take it up to the front and they'll weigh it and then subtract the weight on the jar. And then you're not using any disposable packaging or anything. So that's another way you could do that if you're like eat in the restaurant or just cook at home. And also that like encourages better eating overall. I just want to gain out of this like practicing what I preach, because I've always talked to him especially about like conserving the environment, being less wasteful, but like I am definitely a huge consumer in like clothes and just everything. I don't buy secondhand. I always just like shop all the time and don't even think about it, and then I'm like, and I feel bad about myself. So I'm just trying to like practice what I preach. Like say if I tell him to be less wasteful, I should also be doing the same thing. Living a sustainable lifestyle has always been a goal of mine, and I've never really committed to it, especially since I'm a sustainability major. I work at a sustainable company. I really want to just live that lifestyle to the fullest and see how it goes. Obviously, the definition of sustainability is like sustaining today's resources so future generations can have the same comfort level that we have with all the resources they need. And especially now, my sister just had a baby, seeing her and like having a niece, and I want her to live just as comfortable a lifestyle as we're living, and I don't want her to like struggle or like have to compromise because we were being wasteful or just not thinking about anything but ourselves.
I think it's going to take more of a conscious effort on my part to do these things, and we'll see how long I can keep it up for.
And we're responsible for each other. I gotta kick him in the butt if he's doing something wrong, and he can do the same thing to me though.
I think this, like just staring at this jar the whole time is going to be tough, and it'll be interesting to see what we fill it up with. Alright, so this is the first video of our minimal waste lifestyle. It's a challenge for the month of January to keep our waste as low as possible.
In this jar.
In this jar. This is a jar for each of us for the month. I'm all new to this, so she is gonna teach me. So we're gonna share our journey with you guys throughout this month, posting videos on certain topics.
And we'll post more about what products we're using.
She's done a lot of transition work.
And we can attach some articles.
If you want to learn more about this whole challenge, she's going to post useful links down in the description below about what she found. I know that she has a couple good resources that she has stumbled across from her research, and that'll all be in the description below, easy to access. Also, all the products that we are using, we will include in the description below or in another video. So if we show the bamboo toothbrushes, and you want to know where you can buy that, we will send a link to exactly where we bought it down in the description below.
And we're still learning ourselves, so if we mess up, I mean, we're humans, so we'll figure it out.